Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. It's election day here in the United States. I was going to say on the East Coast, but it's election day everywhere here in the United States. And it's been a little crazy, I have to say. People are going out and voting. I know the polls were really busy today when I went, and I didn't go at the rush hour. How about you guys? I'm sure you've experienced it too. And Casey, where are you in Nowhere Land? Where are you streaming from tonight?
I'm out in Audubon, Iowa.
In what, Iowa?
It's Audubon. You know, like the James Audubon Society? It's spelled the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, Audubon, Iowa. Audubon somewhere else.
Yeah, right? Nice. So, and you drove. That was like, an 80-hour drive, right?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. Hey, have you been checking out the Novena? Have you been doing it every day with us?
Absolutely. Yes, I have. I've been kind of off the grid, but I've been checking in for the Novena, and I definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, so let me tell you guys about the Novena. If you didn't make last week's show and you're wondering what I'm talking about, just what the heck are you talking about, Jeannie? So I decided to take a Novena and do it with the Angels Don't Lie group, which is our Facebook group on Facebook. Facebook group on Facebook. That's a surprise, right? Anyways, it's just, a few hundred of us, of like almost 800 people in the group. And so basically every day, a Novena is something that you say for 9 days straight. And it's a prayer that you are turning over and asking for guidance, a little bit of help. And we all could use a little bit of help. So I decided this would be something really beautiful that we could do together in order to work out what's going on in our lives. So I'm sorry, somebody's texting me. She's saying, "What's the app?" Oh my God, that's so funny. She's trying to sign on to the show. So Casey, talk for 1 second.
Welcome to the show,
Casey,
everyone, tonight. And if you're not part of our Angels Don't Live, you should be sending in a request right now so you can be part of this amazing group. There's a lot of support and people reaching out to each other with questions. It's it's really an amazing group that's come together with like-minded people. It really is,
right?
Yep.
Sorry about that. I wanted to give her the app so she could download it. Yeah, because obviously we want more people listening. Bring your friends. Show up.
Share.
So we have a little. Yeah, share. So the Novena. Let me stay on track. Ooh, I'm like this little following the little energy all over the place tonight. Okay, so this Novena that we're doing is called Mary, Undoer of Knots. It's a really lovely Novena. And if you want, you can also download. I have a free booklet that you can download to follow along the Novena, and it tells you the steps in doing it at home. So don't worry if you haven't done it with us for the 9 days. You can still do it anytime, whenever you're ready. And you can repeat a Novena that can be repeated. So it's something that you can keep for life. So it's a beautiful gift. So if you join us in that group, you can get to that link that you can find on my website with the free Novena masterclass. I'm sorry, not masterclass, just booklet. Boy, I'm like all chattery up today. It's like I had caffeine and I didn't. Well, earlier today I did, but that's a different story. So I know we are going to have a busy show, so let me give you the number if you'd like to talk. 646-891-5252. And here's the deal. First-time callers, I'm sending you a free gift. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know how hard it is to make that decision to call in. I know how brave you have to be to pick up the phone, to call in and say, hey, can you help me? Can you help relieve the grief? Can you tell me something positive? When we're feeling really low in our life, it's not always easy to ask for help. So I want to support you, and I want to send you a little gift as a thank you for calling in and being brave. Your stories, your time matters to us because the more people that can hear the different healings that are going on, hearing the stories and the experiences of others is how we all heal. So when two or more gather and we hear those stories and we can have love woven through in the messages, then we are all experiencing the same healing on just a different level. It's really great, right? So Casey's out there in Nowhere Land, Iowa, and we are doing a really fabulous thing at the studio on Saturday at my healing studio in Woodbury, Connecticut. If you guys are local, you should definitely come by. And even if you're not too local, if you're within driving distance, make the trip because it's going to be an awesome day. It starts at 10 a.m. and going to run right through the day till about 5, maybe a little bit later. And we have beautiful vegan food being served. Sue is the woman that has business downstairs is having her chocolate elixirs available that day, which we did speak about on the show. And if you have questions, I'd love to answer them for you. And we have Maria Elena offering a beautiful meditation and a little program. I have my dear friend Susan Helbing, who will be coming and offering a gong bath and some chanting as well. It's prayer chanting, so really beautiful way to open up spiritually. And I will be ending the day with a guided meditation and some light angel messages, delivering what Spirit wants you to know, and closing off our novena. So it's really going to be a fabulous day. And we've made it so it's more of an open house, so you don't have to buy tickets. That way you can come and experience and really understand what we're doing. That's what I have for you. What else do I want to tell you? Besides novena, I'm checking off my list here. You guys might have, if you follow me on social media, I was interviewed by Wendy Cooper, who has Generation Jones podcast. You can check out that podcast by going, I think, to all the podcast places, basically iTunes or whatever, Generation Jones. Look that up and look for my name, and you can listen to that interview. It was great. And she's out in LA, and she's incredible. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. So I can't believe that it's November, first off. I'm still freaking out that it's November, right? Because now we're going to get into the holiday time. Somebody asked me today, have you started your shopping? Casey, have you started your shopping?
Christmas shopping or Thanksgiving shopping?
No, Christmas shopping.
I have not started any Christmas shopping. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I already gave one gift, an early Christmas present to my little grandniece.
Oh, you did?
Yes. So I guess I have started.
Start Christmas shopping.
Yes.
See that? You did. Yeah, so Christmas is right around the corner. Thanksgiving is coming up. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving? I love listening to people's traditions.
Kathy cooks up a huge meal.
Yeah. And do you have people? I know you guys do a lot of volunteer. You do for the soup kitchen and stuff, right?
Yeah, but usually that's all. We got predetermined days, so we don't get to do anything like around Thanksgiving. But our next one is the second Sunday in December, so we'll probably try to cook another turkey or something for them. But we do something a little special in December.
Nice. I love that. I love being able to obviously share with other people, help people, by sharing a meal, by, sharing that love. It's great. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's get busy. Let's do some calls, 646-891-5252. Let me start off with the first connection I want to make with you guys is I got the beautiful email from a listener, Shonda. And Shonda wrote in saying that she's struggling and that she's having a hard time because her daughter, who just had a baby recently, had told her that she'll be moving after the holidays. And she's really struggling with with how to handle this and how to not let it bother her that they're going to be moving away? And that's a really great question, Shonda, because here's the emotions of what's going on with our family, right? Our children who are they mean the world to us. And sometimes when they make decisions that don't seem like they'll be the right decisions, or it seems like it's going to affect us in a negative way, we can get stuck in that worry. We can get really fixated on the negative aspect of whatever they're doing. So I feel like for your daughter, I feel like she's just trying to make a new life. That's the connection that I'm getting. And I feel like you're taking it, I feel like it's a very personal thing for you, almost as if it's happening because of you, but I don't feel like that at all. I feel like it's just the way they need to express themselves and evolve a little bit to grow and mature is by moving. And I feel like there's something to do with the job, and I don't know what the job is. So what you can do to feel better now is really go into that prayerful state and send them as much love as you can so that their move is easeful, that everything happens as the divine wills it, instead of trying to maybe constrict the energy and staying in the negative aspect of it. Yes, of course your heart is going to hurt as they're moving, but if you send them off with as much love as you can, whether that's just in prayer form or even sometimes as we make something to send with them. So maybe, I don't know if you sew or cook just something that they can take in the travels as a reminder as your love with them, that would be a beautiful thing to do. So how can you approach it from love is what I'm going to ask of you, which I know your heart is breaking. I know how hard that must be for you. I can only imagine. I've been so blessed that my children live close by with my grandchildren. So my heart goes out to you because there's nothing like the yumminess of a grandbaby. And I know that your heart is full of love for her. So just go to that prayer. That's the best thing I can offer you tonight. And I thank you, Shonda, for writing in. I think that that was a great question. So my wellness trip, I won't say nutritional, I'm going to go wellness. The wellness tip I have for you tonight is, I think I may have talked about it before, but I wanted to bring it back because it's a great time of year, because this is the time of year when we start to socialize a little bit more, because the holidays are here and we start to meet up with people and go out, and we might start drinking and, eating fatty foods, things that we might not normally eat, or maybe you do, you eat them all the time. So I wanted to talk about something that you could add in during this season that would help you to detoxify, but also lift you and give you some nutrients and keep you supported. And it's better to start now than having to pick yourself back up afterwards when you crash after, doing those things. So it's called Chlorella, and Chlorella is a blue-green algae. More so, it's a single-cell algae. So it has extremely rich nutrients in it, essential fatty acids and vitamins and minerals that we don't get in regular food source. So it also helps with supporting our brain and our liver function. And you may have heard about the connection between the brain and the gut, guys. And it's so true. Like if our gut is off, then we don't usually have clear thinking. And if our gut is off, then there's some transmissions that aren't working well. So we need to take care of our digestion. We need to take care of our emotions in our gut, sensitivities to our gut, because it speaks volumes for our life. So anyways, it also, Chlorella aids us with our digestion. So that's really great when we're having all those fatty foods, when you want to have extra helping of that turkey gravy. This Chlorella will help you to detoxify and help you to digest and break that down. So it's actually like a natural enzyme. and I don't know if you guys take an enzyme with your food, but it's always a great idea because it helps the body to do less work, to not get exhausted, and helps the food to break down. So as chlorella is doing that in, detoxifying the intestines, it also then helps reduce the inflammation that we get. Because when we eat all those fatty, sugary foods and high fat levels, we are going to become inflamed. And what is inflammation? It's basically, if you have any arthritis, if you get joint pains and muscle pains, inflammatory reactions, that's what that is. So we can start to reduce that before it becomes an issue. And what would be the issue? The issue would be turning into disease or turning into autoimmune when inflammation becomes out of control. So it can remove heavy metals, which is definitely a toxicity thing in our gut. And we talked about that a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the bentonite clay. So chlorella is something really good to do as well. So it actually can remove alcohol and pesticides from your liver and the heavy metals. So these are the things that get stuck and clog and then cause disease. So when we drink and it gets stuck, we can get a fatty liver. So this is something that can really help. Also, chlorella is known to fight bacteria within the body, and especially viruses that linger that maybe aren't seen. So somebody that has viral infections that aren't showing up, maybe something like Epstein-Barr that's lived for a long time, and really you've just had effects of like being exhausted and then maybe have an autoimmune on top of it, this can really help to reverse that. It has a really high level of protein. They say even more so than meat, which is incredible. But here's the warning thing, guys. With anything that we're going to do that's going to detoxify and be this strong, we're going to start off slowly because more is not better. So we're going to go slow. So they say about 3 grams a day is enough. So if you figure 1 teaspoon is about 5 grams, you're going to want to do at least a half a teaspoon, if not less. I would start with 1/4 of a teaspoon of chlorella. And of course, it's a blue-green algae, so it's going to be seaweedy-like. It's going to have that flavor. So you can add it to, you can do a quick shot of it, which is just basically you mix it in with purified water and chug it down. You can add it to a little bit of cacao and same thing, mix it up and chug it down. Or you can hide it in your smoothie. Either way, it's absolutely incredible. So there's the nutritional tip. That's what I have so far. And it's 7:19. What's going on with you guys on this election night? Where is everybody? Is everybody out voting?
They must be at the polls.
Did you get to vote? I know, right? Did you get out to vote?
I put in an absentee ballot.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I meant by that. So that's awesome. You were able to do that, right?
Yep. And I saw something for New Milford, and I think I've been seeing it in the news nationwide that the absentee balloting is up like 200% over the, let's say, 2 years ago. And there's a lot
right.
They expect a way higher turnout than what would normally be coming around this time of, what they call the midterm elections, right? There's less fanfare when there's not somebody running for president. So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of talk around it. So based on the absentee ballots, a lot more people will probably be showing up at the polls.
I think there's definitely more people. I mean, that was my experience today. And my husband said the same thing. He was like, it was crazy. He just came home and he said it was like insane going on over there.
Now, I take the chlorella daily.
You do take the chlorella daily?
Yep. It's like a little tablet, these little tablets that I got from the vitamin shop.
Oh, okay.
And there's...
you can. I should have mentioned that you...
So it's mixed with spirulina. It's like a combination. And you're supposed to take 3 in the morning, 3 at lunch, and then 3 in the evening. So I usually get the 3 in the morning and then the lunch, and I forget at night. But I definitely been doing the chlorella.
And how do you feel like that's affected you?
It's odd that it's made me feel like I tend to stay away from the alcohol more.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
well,
I don't know why, but just feel like it's one of the health things, and it's just driving me towards that.
Well, it's funny because it cleans the alcohol out of your liver, so I wonder if that's what happens when we start to crave alcohol, because it's sugar, basically.
Right.
That we're craving. So I wonder if it's helped to just break that down, so you can have, like, I figure, like, a healthy consumption where you don't feel like you have to drink, like you're drawn to it.
Right.
That's fascinating. Hey, I wanted to give a big shout out to our new members in the Angels Don't Lie group, because we love you guys. So Leah, Joy, welcome. Carol, Susan Mitchell, welcome. Megan, Rowan, Kelly Lynch, welcome. Joanne, can't say your last name, not going to do it. Marianne Landis, welcome. Jackie, welcome. And Lisa Shea, welcome. So glad to have you all here and inside our great group. I know a lot of you, a lot of these are also clients that have joined the group, which is great. So nice. So if you guys want to join the group, we'd love to have you. The more the merrier.
And I have a caller.
More the merrier. Oh, yay.
Are you ready?
Casey, I am.
Here we go.
I am. All right. Hi, this
Hello?
is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with? Hi.
Hi, Jeannie. It's Carrie.
Hi, who's this? Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What's going
on? What's going on, girl?
Well, we have a lot of things going on. Almost too many things going on.
We have a lot of RJ's got a lot to say.
Yeah, RJ's eating, so he's asking to eat. So we have a lot of family drama.
Okay.
From all angles. So
yes.
A lot of financial things going on, and we don't really know what we're supposed to do about it and help out.
Yeah, and so it's not all like it's not in one family. It's on both sides of you guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like that too. I feel like, and I feel like that's the struggle. Is the lesson is that there is nothing that you're supposed to be doing but being supportive and showing up with kindness and love. It's funny when we have those people that are so close to us struggling, we immediately want to like do something to better the situation, but some of that is their lesson and not ours. So then, and we can have guilt about it. And I feel like that's a big thing for you, Carrie. It's about the guilt. Do you understand that?
Uh-huh.
So what that means, I feel like you carry that guilt, like I've got to do it because I have to take care of this person.
Right. Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's almost like, well, now we kind of really have to, because some family members might lose their house because of it, and no one else. So they reached out, for money, and we already helped out, of course, but
right.
Then today, well, not even just move in with us. And
wait,
we gotta go
who's moving?
Family. Yeah.
Wait, who's moving in with you? Wait a minute, what?
No. Yeah, no, our both of our parents are like, why don't you just move in with us?
Right.
And I think it's more to, it's more to help them out than obviously help us out. But
right.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of drama all at one time.
Yeah, I can feel that. So I want to thank you for bringing your mom the other day.
Yeah,
it was so nice. It was so nice to meet her, and I hope that she had a little bit of relief. I feel like there's such a struggle for her. So
yeah.
And I gave her the Novena card. So I hope that she's doing the Novena card too, because it's such a beautiful thing. I think that helped her as well. It's hard watching our loved ones to having to go through so much stuff, big life-changing stuff.
Right. Well, I feel like she was really closed off too initially, and then maybe opened up to you at the end, type of thing.
Exactly what happened. Yes.
Yeah. Because I just every time I kept peeking in there, I was like, oh, this isn't going well.
No. Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that on air, but yeah, I felt like it was really hard for her.
Right.
And her face was blank, but I kept calling on the angels. I kept calling on the love to support her. And your dad and your grandparents came through loud and clear for her, supporting her. But sometimes that's hard to hear when you're stuck and you want to stay, when you feel like there's nothing else that can help.
Yeah. Well, I think it helped. Well, she even was like talking about it. So she opened up more because we went out to lunch or late lunch, early dinner afterward. And she kind of opened up more, and it kind of like helped her, confirm thoughts that she's already had, and put her in a good line, hopefully, what she needs to do. But on Shanna's side, the other way is that her parents are having really severe financial issues, and now that just turned around this past weekend too on us. So her mom was like, "Why don't you just move in?"
Yeah.
What?
And there's already such a house full. Yeah, there's already such a house full, and as nice as that would be, I think it's unrealistic for you guys because of the family, of what you're trying to create. So remember, there is love, and then there's enabling, and because that's what they're kind of famous for, is enabling the bad behavior. That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So don't mix up having love and having compassion with enabling.
Yes.
Yeah. See, he's saying it too. The baby's saying it too.
Yeah.
You say, yeah. Right, RJ? He knows. Grandpa's telling him the same thing. Carrie, when your dad came through, when I was reading your mom, he came through like how he just completely different than when he had to come through with you. He came through like this, like almost like larger than life kind of guy. And yeah, it was really beautiful. And he was like validating some things for your mom that happened, in their relationship. And he was like, this is going to be really hard for her to believe that I'm talking like this. So it was, I felt like that was such a cool thing.
You, I think, I don't know if she really believed any of it initially until you talked about the grandma and her soul, purifying her soul. Like that was, like when you talked about, because she, I guess she needed to purify her soul on this in the present life versus her afterlife, or Dad had to do it in his afterlife versus his present life.
Right.
He's like, he would never have said sorry before, or I'm like, well, he's doing it all now, and I'm like, she's like, he said like all she didn't really open up to what Dad said. She just said all he said was like sorry, and I was like, well, that probably felt good that he said that though, and she's like, it did.
Right.
And I go, I feel like that's what I need. My brother needs that too, but maybe one day he'll get there.
Yeah, right. One piece at a time. Right. So your mom was one of those people that challenged me to stay in the love, because she could have gotten up and left the room. She was that like closed off. So I kept asking for. Yeah, and I kept asking for, if it's not my voice, then bring another. But if you want me to continue, throw me a bone here.
Yeah.
So I've explained that before on the show about how souls will purify. Some souls, we see that when they leave suddenly, they instantly die. There's no warning. There's no goodbye. So their soul will purify on the other side. And we all purify no matter what. We need to purify from the life that we've just led, because we are going to have judgment, we are going to have some anger, we are going to have some fears, because that's what Earth is. They're experiences that we are supposed to learn and grow through. So we're going to purify and go to a love state. That's how we can show up in a reading and take on responsibility with no shame. We can take that on and have no sorrow and feeling bad and worrying what other people are going to think, we can just stand up and say, hey, I'm really sorry, asshole.
Right.
So it's kind of what your dad was doing. And your grandma, who is still here, struggling, going with the dementia. She's in the dementia. Her soul is purifying here. So it's slowly going through that purification process.
How and why?
Because
why is it doing it here?
How and why? The best way I can describe it from what I've asked the angels is, and we'll see it with people that suffer. It looks like suffering to us. You guys are both in the nursing field, and you see people suffering and then crossing over. But their body is purifying. It's going through, this is something that their body needed to go through, their soul needed to go through here on earth in order to purify, whether it's something from a past life, an energetic, karmic pattern. That's what they're healing. So it doesn't always make sense to us, but it makes sense to the soul. It doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. It just means it's what's happening. But we look at it in a negative tone. We think suffering is bad, bad. But sometimes they come.
She's not. Honestly, she's not really suffering. She's just not mentally all there anymore. She's like up and walking and talking and very.
But she's so connected to the other side that she's talking to her husband. She's talking to her brother who came through. In the meeting, she's talking to. Yes, he was the first one. Yeah,
Roy.
And it's funny. I thought he was your grandmother's son, but he was the brother. I'm like, oh no, and she's like, oh, he's the one. She's talking to him all the time, and I said, okay, yeah, because he's the first one showing up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was really interesting when I guess you said to her that she's been taking care of her for her whole life.
Yes. And she was denying it at first, saying, "No, I haven't."
Right. Yeah. Then she was like, what made me really? I think that's what really triggered her. Did you tell her about taking care of her mom?
Yes.
Her mom after Norrin died.
Yes.
Yeah. And that must have been her like, oh, okay. That was her aha moment, I think.
Okay, yeah, because she was, her face was just like, no, she wasn't going to let me in. Yeah. And so I kept giving her, I'm like, that's why I kept saying, throw me a bone, give me something that's going to matter for her, that's going to shift her to help her to get to that love point of view. So,
well, that's so correct, though, because my grandma was, she's been a mess since then.
And what a beautiful gift you gave your mom. What a beautiful gift.
Oh, thank you.
So you gave her an opportunity to heal, and she took it. Even though she had a hard time, she took it. So there's a gentle way that you guys can help. How can you lead them to the light without fixing it?
Right. I hope she just follows up with Lana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep her in our prayers, won't we?
That we will. Can you do a reading for me?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
A card?
Oh, I don't do card. No.
Oh.
No, I do I only do those on Monday on Facebook. What I do online for the listeners is that if they have a question, I connect them, or if they want to connect to somebody specific that's crossed over, then I make that connection for them. So then, are you guys first time listeners?
Yeah, we are.
I've known you all this time, and you're just tuning in. Thank you. I love you.
I know. Sorry. Usually we're working at this time.
I know. So they, our listeners, let me tell them, these girls work night shifts, and they have this beautiful baby, RJ, and he's going to be 2, right?
No,
how old is he?
16 months next
16
week.
Months. Okay. Yeah. So he came to the studio, and he ran circles.
Yes, baby, I'm over here.
Oh. Well, thank you, Carrie, so much for calling in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Say bye, Jeannie.
Love you, Shanna.
Bye.
Bye, RJ. Bye. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye. They're so cute. Oh, Casey, are you there?
I am here.
That was really interesting, right?
Yes, that was.
I love the.
So she brought her mother in for a reading.
Yeah. So Carrie and Shanna got married. I don't know how many. Maybe they're married 10 years now. But Carrie's father has passed away. I think he's been gone about 8 to 10 years. So anyways, her mom has been really having a hard time. She's been taking care of her elderly mother who has dementia, and she never really had closure after Carrie's father passed away because he did pass suddenly. So she gifted her a session, because she's struggling so much. She's having such a hard time. So it was really beautiful because we did finally break through. We did have some of that love finally being received. I think it's so funny that she kept walking by the room and looking in, though.
Well, I do have another caller for you when you're ready.
Perfect. Yeah, I think this is Lena calling in. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello. Hi, Lena.
It's me.
How are you?
Doing? I'm good.
I'm good too.
I just caught a little bit of the show, and I can't wait to hear what you're talking about tonight.
Well, I was just on the phone with Carrie, and it was her mom who I recommended to come see you. So she was saying, I really hope my mom calls you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, she
was
called me Lana. I wasn't sure if she was talking about me or somebody more glamorous, but I'll take it.
Yes. Well, your name can be like that, right? It's Marie Elena, so she goes by Elena. But
there you go.
Yeah, so Lena works with me. I know I've had her on the show, but let me do a quick intro for you. Lena LaChance, she is a licensed counselor, a beautiful healer, and just an overall lovely soul. And I asked her to call in so she could share with you a little bit about what she's going to be offering on Soulful Saturday, this beautiful weekend we have coming up. Take it away, Elena.
Amazing. All right.
Lena.
So, Lena. Yeah, I am so excited to be doing another Soulful Saturday. And for me personally, I'm going to be offering a specific meditation called Yoga Nidra. And it's based in ancient yogic tradition. And essentially, you get to lie down and just listen to my voice, which guides you through each kind of layer of yourself or your being with the purpose of helping you to feel what's going on in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, and in your soul. And through feeling that, you can then heal from that. And it's just a beautiful journey and a gentle way to kind of guide us on that journey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
It's awesome. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, girl.
Tell them a little bit about your work and what you're going to be offering during the day, because you're going to be there too. And I just think it'd be.
Yeah, it would be great. So I will be here. I'm actually here right now at In Spirit, which if you have not been to In Spirit Healing Studio, this is a great time to come and visit and see what we're all about and experience it for yourselves, because it's just the space that Jeannie has created here is such a healing space. And just coming into the building alone is just a beautiful way to feel connected and to feel loved. So during the day, too, I'll be available to talk to people. My services, I do obviously talk therapy. However, it's complemented with a lot of mind-body approaches to healing. So as Jeannie said, I do intuitive energy healing with my counseling work. I'll also guide people in meditations or use tapping. So it's a lot of mind-body techniques to help bring you into the relaxed space, like out of survival mode and into thriving mode, so that you can then live your best life. So essentially, I'll be available to people during the day so that you can ask more specific questions about what I do and how I can maybe help you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we had such a great conversation at work today, because Sue, who's at this, works at the house as well, she had a gentleman come in who was a healer. And so John was there, and we were going back and forth in his modality. And it was so nice to have that conversation with another healer who does something completely different, because he's more in the science aspect, but clearly is channeling at the same time, which is so divine.
Amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. G.D. and you and I just kept looking at each other, because he was saying things that we say, or ideas that we've talked about doing, and it was almost like, wow, okay, this guy is so connected, and the knowledge that he has in terms of the body and healing the body through natural modalities is just, it's priceless. And like his passion, right? His passion just came through loud and clear.
Oh, so loud and clear.
It's so great. So I'm excited to talk to him more and to hear more. And I actually, a few of my clients suffer from autoimmune issues, and I had sessions with them tonight and talked to them about connecting with him this Saturday, because mind, body, spirit, it's all connected. We have to heal all of it to be better. So that was cool.
Yeah, so that's one of the components we were talking about when I was talking earlier about our stomach and how the brain and the stomach go hand in hand. When our gut is off, then then we're going to be off. And what are the reasons why our gut is going to be off? Emotional issues can really get seeded, implanted into the gut, and cause problems, can cause issues that we might not see. So that initial trauma might happen, say, in childhood, but you might not see a disease or an effect of that trauma until later in life. And then all of a sudden, you have a pain and you can't move, or you start to become really ill and you start to have autoimmune issues. But it's never about where you got it, meaning say it's Lyme disease. Lyme disease can come on because you've been broken down, because your system can't heal itself, and the human body can repair itself. That's how we came.
Well, that's the beauty of it, right? And so when people do get to that space of a physical ailment, it's just kind of another guide, an indicator of where maybe the trauma is, like what area in their life the trauma is. So, that's part of the work I know that both you and I love to do, is to be able to help people connect the dots. Like, if this energy center is blocked in your body, this is an indicator of this emotional element. How does that, and then it can open up the conversation of how did that present itself through your childhood or in your life? And let's talk about why that's stuck there and how to kind of look at it differently and heal that pain, right?
Yeah. And that was I want to just say a little thing about In Spirit for myself, where it was born from. I'm going to share a little bit of the story on Saturday morning when we do a little opening. But I wanted to create a place, a space that I held sacred love for people who came there. So not only for practitioners, that they felt safe being who they needed to be, because it doesn't always make sense to the norm to be a healer. So I wanted to create a space where they would be seen. I can see, I can feel you, I sense you, and I want to support you. So that was number one goal. And number two, equally as important, I wanted to hold that space for people to come get healed, to find their pathway to that healing, whether it was through my voice, through the gifts that I have, or it was by meeting another practitioner who I could guide them to, or they would have access to within the same building, or that I knew of that I could send them to in another place, because it doesn't come from one source. We need things from different people. So one healing path is not going to work for everybody. We need to build our own healing path, and our way to do that is to have the resources. So that's what the goal is for having this beautiful space.
Yeah, and I have to say, just like that first point that you made about, building the space for practitioners to really feel comfortable and like grow into themselves. Like I have a permy grin on as you're describing that, and also every single day that I come to work here, because it's not the space, it's the energy and intention that you've put behind it, and the love and support that you provide. And that's how you approach, me who works in your space, and also the people that you work with. And it's true, like healing is so personal. It's not one size fits all. And truly, a lot of the people that Jeannie and I will refer to each other with the goal that they're hearing like the message, but in different ways, and the power in that. Like I had someone in session tonight where, again, we were talking about something and they're like, yes, that's what Jeannie said. I'm like, see, now that's very validating, right? Because now you're hearing it from two different people in two different ways, and you feel even more empowered.
And let's talk about that word, that validation, right? How important is it that our pain is validated? That we as humans are validated for, not only for maybe our trauma or the sorrows that we have, but validated for our life work, for the good things too, right? Validated. Being validated doesn't mean that you're a victim. It means that you've been seen and heard, that you've been acknowledged. That's the whole point of that novena that I've been doing with everybody for 9 days, is that the Holy Mother, the undoer of not meaning those things that we hold on to that no longer serve us, that we just can't seem to move past. The Holy Mother holds us. She validates our pain as she's releasing that suffering from us, and then we are freed. So when we follow this beautiful novena, it's a validation. It's just another way. It's another healing form.
Right. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Because what happens is we all experience obstacles, pain, suffering, trauma, however you want to describe that. And there could be a lot of shame attached to that. And that's why people end up kind of pulling away or retreating or self-soothing in really negative ways. But the point with that is, once you establish a connection, right, a connection with another person who says, I see you, and I see your greatness even beyond your sorrow and your shame, that's so empowering and so uplifting. And as you describe the novena, that's what I think of. It's like no judgment. Here I am, the Holy Mother, and I'm holding you, and we're just going to take this away one by one, untie this knot one by one.
One by one.
Right.
Beautiful.
Or two by two.
Hey, sometimes it happens. You don't even realize you heal one thing and something else goes along with it. So healing is interesting work, that's for sure.
Definitely.
I could write a book about it, Lena.
And I know, and you did. And
I did.
I have both the book and the journal, and that has been also an amazing support and tool. for myself and for people I work with. Mm-hmm.
And Lena, thank you. Lena and I have these beautiful mini sessions with each other. So we show up for each other, so I can bear it all, and she can do the same, and we help each other work through. And she'll say, I think you should do this, and I do the same. So she got the insight. The angels were showing her I should do a book club, lead at this book club. So I am doing that at the studio, and you can sign up on my website. It's so great, and I'm going to be doing it once a month, and we're going to take our time. We're going to go through the book. You're going to get lots of love. You're going to get meditations. You're going to get some special teas for the night. So it'll be a really incredible experience to come and be held as you're going through your healing, and be supported and be validated as you're going through those 12 steps of the book. So I hope you'll join me. It's very inexpensive. I just wanted to, again, be there and be the guide. So, and you guys can thank Lena for that. I know you will when you come, because it's going to be great.
Oh, I am so excited that you're doing it. It's going to be awesome, because here Jeannie has created this beautiful resource for people, and then to be able to have that time with her where she's guiding you through what she's created, which was truly divinely inspired, is such a gift. And I know it's a gift, I don't want to speak for you, Jeannie, but I know you, I know how we connect, and to be a healer is a gift. We feel blessed when we're able to bring groups of people together and guide them. And I know that you will have such an amazing experience doing that, because it's just what you're meant to do.
Yes.
So please, I hope people sign up and really take advantage of coming together, being guided through that, and being with a like-minded community in this lovely healing space. Which that's the other thing I wanted to say, is when people come to the space, they always say things like, I feel like I'm in heaven, or I feel transported. I don't want to leave. I want to live here. And
every time. Every day we hear it.
Exactly. And it doesn't get old. And
it does not.
No, it feels great.
It really does.
Come experience that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It does.
I have to say,
you created it.
I feel like it's so much fun. And yeah. So that first book club is going to be December 6th. And I hope you can come. Yeah. December 6th, and it'll be at nighttime, 6 to 8 p.m. And Lena, you have some great stuff. So Lena has a beautiful group of mothers, and she offers this mama meditation and aromatherapy. And it's not just for moms, but really this is the group that seems to be coming together more and more, because it's so hard as a mom or a young mom to find that time and space to feel good. So tell them about it.
Yeah. So it's a group we meet on Thursday nights, and it's a meditation and aromatherapy group. So every meditation is complemented with an essential oil and also some kind of divine guidance or theme or kind of message for that night. And when you first arrive, it's just really being able to get into a space of, letting the day go and honoring that in this moment, this is a gift that you're giving to yourself. And just that alone is really healing for people. And I'll guide you through the meditation, and then after meditation, you do some journaling work, and then we open it up for discussion if people want to share or reflect or talk. That has really been wonderful for people, because, again, what each person is finding is we're not alone on this journey of self-discovery and healing. So I actually, the next session starts November 29th, and it runs for 4 weeks. And then there's another one starting in the new year. And I'm doing a morning session on Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30, and then also an evening session, 7:30 to 8:30. And it's for people who have no idea how to meditate, for some people who have tried but just can't get the hang of it, or for people who do know how to meditate and are looking for a community of people for support. So, yeah, and I love running it. I just get so excited to be able to do this for people.
Exactly. Holding the space, sharing the love. Is what we do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking time out, Lena, for phoning in and sharing. I'll let you go because I know you want to get home to your fam and take a break.
Yeah, but thank you. Thank you for having me join, and have an awesome rest of your show. And I'll see you in a couple days. And
I'll see you Thursday.
Soulful Saturday. All right, cool. Take care.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Oh, there you go. So that's my Lena, and I call Lena my little sister. I don't have a little sister, but Lena is my little sister. I just feel like God has put her in my life to steal my chocolate and to love me up, and it's awesome. If I could get into her closet and she could get into mine, trust me, we'd be stealing each other's clothes. I know it. So how you doing over there, Casey, Mr. Iowa man?
I'm doing great.
I love that. Down.
I love that conversation.
Yeah, Lena has such a beautiful voice and a beautiful ease about how she speaks too.
I have her classes on my to-do list, and I think every time she's started, I've had either going out of town for something, so I think I'm going to start the one on the 29th.
Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. You might be the only guy, but it's awesome.
I can stand in that.
She does. I know you can. You have no problems. You have no shame. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Please take the time to head over to Facebook. If you're not in the Angels Don't Lie group, join there. You can head over to my Facebook page as well. You can leave me a comment or even a review. I would really appreciate it. We appreciate all your kind words and for hanging out with us. And I know what I know, because angels don't lie. I'll see you next week right here on the fabulous KBJB Radio. God bless. This is Jeannie Street, and I am out of here.